Yeah, it was good, brothers and sisters. My wife's my side like always.
Hi.
We back on here. We doing the part two. The title was called. Let me see. Why do you say righteous Gentiles when the Most High calls my enemy slash wicked? Part two.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do a part two because the first one was a little too long, and we had to make it part two of it. So we're gonna talk right back about your righteous Gentiles, but we still asking what scriptures say righteous Gentiles. I'm still waiting for a heathen level to show us what scriptures calls heathens righteous Gentiles,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't show that. So we about to get into some more of what you hate, and I know it's gonna be terrifying. I know you're gonna be having nightmares, but we're gonna show you how we're gonna show you more of the wickedness of these heathens and how they always hated us, how they always passed laws and did stuff to come against our people, and how
Mm-hmm.
they hate the Most High too.
Yep.
So that's what we about to show. So nothing you heathen lovers can do to save your favorite heathens. It's just not gonna work. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We're gonna show how wicked they are. And for y'all talk about the righteous Gentiles, I don't know why y'all never tell them how wicked they are. Y'all never show them the faults of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just don't. Y'all just say the righteous Gentiles and just leave it open like that. When
Mm-hmm.
it comes to your own brothers and sisters, you say 2/3, we wicked, we deserve it, and all that. All of us wasn't wicked though. But guess what? We all had to go into captivity
Yep.
because of the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all don't even care about that though.
No. So a lot of y'all are afraid because you think, like, just like some of our ancestors in Jerusalem, that the Romans are going to take something from you.
Right.
But we're getting ready to show you the history of what they did with the pen through policy and decrees, and what they did with their sword through
Mm-hmm.
physical violence. So they do it in peace, and they do it in violence.
Yeah.
And we're going to show that through
Oh
the
yeah, we gonna
scriptures. And the
show you.
Most High is He left this record for us to show you what happened.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was listening to some lyrics. It was by the Black Eyed Peas, and it stood out to me. It said, "Only visions of dividends, denying thy brother, or not respecting thy brother, denying thy brother. The war is kept a secret. The war is kept a secret. It's swept under the rug. If you never know truth, then you never know love. Where's the love, y'all? Where's the truth?" And that's what we're getting ready to show, the truth. So if you don't have the truth, which Christ Mashiach came with, grace and truth, then you'll never have love. You just won't. Because you got to know what happened. And that's what we're showing. So the Israelites are getting upset and saying, "You're just upset because I'm calling out the wickedness in Israel." Huh? Why would we get upset by suffering sin? That was a part of the law. We understand that. We had ancestors that would confess what our kings did, our princes did, and our nation did, including their own sins.
Yep.
But these other nations, they don't confess that. That's not
Nah.
in them to do that. They want to sweep it under the rug. They want to keep it a secret. But Paul the apostle went and said, "I'm ready to go to Rome too and let you know." Because these men are suppressing the truth. And that's why there's no love in the society. The love of many in the midst of us has waxed and cold because iniquity has been abounded. And the mystery of iniquity is already working back then. So in part one, we showed the mystery of iniquity and how it started in Greece. And we get ready to dive into other kings and show you what they're doing with their policies and legislation,
Mm-hmm.
using their pen to disenfranchise us, which is deny us of our civil rights, what the Father gave us, so we can live and move and have our being, just
Yep.
like they do in their nations. We
Mm-hmm.
can ready to show you without of a shadow of a doubt that there's no way after we see this that you can call these people righteous.
Right. Pure Truth 360 TV said, "What up, fam? What's up with you?"
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
And they said, "Shabbat Shalom." Hey, Shabbat
Hey,
Shalom
how
to you
you doing?
too, man.
Shabbat shalom.
So yeah, we about to get into the show about ain't no such things on righteous Gentiles. These people, they wicked. They hate the truth. They hate the Most High. They hate His people. They hate His Son.
And they hate his kingdom that he got prepared for the righteous in Israel.
Yep. So we're gonna start it off with Daniel
Okay.
7:25 through 27.
All right.
All right, Daniel 7 verse 25 say, "And he should speak great words against the Most High
Mm.
and
Against who?
against the Most High."
Uh-oh. Speaking against the Most High.
Now, if y'all not familiar with this, read the whole chapter so you know
Yes.
what it's talking about too. It says, "And he should speak great words against the Most High
Mm.
and should wear out the saints of the Most
And
High
wear the saints out of the Most High.
and think to change times and
He's
laws."
seeking to change what?
times and
So
laws.
he's trying to go and reorganize what the Most High set up in righteousness, which is law and order.
And they should be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time.
So Daniel, he's telling us what's happening. The earth is being given into the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
It's not being given in the hand to the righteous.
No, that.
These people are wicked.
Yeah,
and it's going to be happening for a time and times and half a time until the Most High sends his son back.
Yeah. 26, but the judgment shall sit.
Yes.
And they shall take away his dominion.
Oh, yeah. He ain't going to keep doing that.
To consume and to destroy it unto the end.
You see that? Taking away his dominion. So he got a kingdom and a dominion where he's ruling, having rulership.
Yeah.
But that's going to get taken away.
Mm-hmm. 27, and the kingdom and dominion.
Yes.
And the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven.
Is what?
Should be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
And everybody else who wants to believe and cleave.
And the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven.
That's right.
Shall be given to the people
yes.
of the saints of the Most High.
That's right.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
Yes, it is.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him.
That's right. And we're going to do a lesson one of these days about the dominions serving us, but they're going to be in their own lands, not in our kingdom, because they have their own dominions. But those dominions are going to be taken away from them because the kingdoms of this world is going to be the kingdom of our Lord. Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
So right there is showing you they ain't got no power with us right there.
Nah.
So.
No, because they already have their dominions and kingdoms.
Yeah, right here, they ruling now.
Yeah.
And they're ruling in what? Wickedness.
Yes.
You understand, everything they say goes against the Most High.
Yep.
They promote homosexuality. They promote bestiality. They promote pedophiles. They promote eating unclean foods. Everything the Most High say don't do, they say do it. So what the scripture say? Woe to those who call evil good and good evil.
Yeah.
And that's what these people do. But y'all still, for some strange reason, say they righteous Gentiles. Every kingdom, if you look at it, everybody that's ruling, look how wicked it is in all the lands they ruling in.
Yeah.
Where's the Most High in these lands at?
Yeah, where?
Where's the Most High in all the lands where these heathens are ruling?
Yeah.
For you to say a righteous Gentile. Then they get upset when they hear niggas talking about this. But we're going to keep talking about it. Yeah. Nobody going to shut our mouth up. We're not afraid to speak the Most High word. These people are wicked. These people hate the truth.
Yep.
That's what it is. They got their own gods. They got their own customs. Y'all want to talk about customs? Their customs is vain, and their customs is pagan, and their customs is serving false gods and idols.
Yep. And even when Abraham went into Egypt, he said, I perceive that the fear of God is not in this land.
Yeah.
So you guys are trying to say all these dominions are ruling in the fear of God?
No, they ain't.
No, it just told us in Daniel that they're speaking words against the Most High, and they're wearing out the saints.
Wearing out the saints.
And you said, oh, no, that's not happening. Y'all just delusional.
Right.
You're not disenfranchised. You're not being deprived and denied of what you're supposed to have by the Most High for you to live and move and have your being. So, yeah, we're still going to dive into showing you how these people join hand in hand to take crafty counsel against us.
Right.
Yes, we can tell you what the war is kept a secret between Jacob and Esau and between Jacob and Jacob. But the Lord, his counsel is going to come from above, and that's what he's showing us on what happened. So his ways are higher and his thoughts, and he's letting us know what's going on, so we don't have to guess.
No, we don't.
We just don't. He's telling us what's going on.
Yeah, he is. So from there, we go to Daniel 8, 10 through 12, and then 23 through 25.
All right.
Because we just get to the points where we're trying to, come at. Y'all, like we say, read the whole chapter.
Yes.
So Daniel 8, verse 10, it's a, and it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Verse 11. And this is talking about where we at? This is talking about a goat, a certain beast that rose up. So just in case y'all don't understand what it's talking about, this is a wicked heathen going on. What we're talking about right here. So
and we covered it on part 1 too, some of it.
Yeah, I just want to let it be known.
That wicked root.
Yeah, and it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. So what did it say? They trying to serve and they righteous here. I don't see that.
They're stamping and trampling on Jerusalem.
Yep. 11. Yeah, he magnified himself, even to the prince of the host.
He magnified him. You know how the Father hates it when you magnify yourself.
Right.
He loves it when you humble yourself. But he magnified himself, and what else?
Even to the prince of the host. And by him the daily sacrifice was taken away.
And by him that daily sacrifice was taken away.
And the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
See that?
Verse 12. Hold on, am I going to 12? Yeah, verse 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth.
No, it didn't. It cast down what?
And it cast down the truth.
See, if you never know truth, then you never know love. Because God is love. So the truth is, what did they do? What did they do to the
truth? And it cast down the truth to the ground.
They cast the truth down to the ground.
And it practiced and prospered.
And it yet was still in rulership, practicing and prospering.
Yeah. So your righteous Gentiles don't care about truth. That's why I don't care about when people say about scholars and all that. These people they don't care about no truth. These people are liars, but y'all still want to look at your enemies as they great and want to learn from like they so wise. They cast down the truth and stamp it to the ground.
Yeah. And they practice and prosper. And then what else? They're not done with their wickedness.
Verse 23. In the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full,
yes,
a king of a fierce countenance.
They're still not done. The king of a fierce countenance
and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. 24. And his power should be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
See that? Destroying the mighty and the holy people. He's destroying us.
Yep, and then say he's trying to come and help destroy.
That's what he's coming to do. He stamped down the truth. He's coming to destroy the mighty and the holy people. We're called a holy people of God.
Right.
Mighty and holy. His people.
And that's what these heathens do. They try to come and try to destroy us, man. But y'all want to fake like they love us. They don't.
I know. And that you're a light to them. Just lying.
Yeah, just lying. Remember that one more time. Verse 24.
Where you at? Daniel 8?
Yeah, 8:24. And his power should be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. 25. And through his policy.
And through his what?
Policy.
His policy.
Which we know how their policies is, even in our times, how they try to put stuff against us so we can't prosper, can't, even maintain as a people.
So they can make it legal to deny and take things from you and disenfranchise you, so you can be disadvantaged.
But all the rest of the unclean and hateful birds come here, they give them things to help them out.
The stranger that's about these climbing up high and you coming down low.
Yeah. And through his policy also, he should cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Oh, I thought he was magnifying the Most High because he's a Christian and he's Jewish.
No, and he should magnify himself.
But he's Catholic.
He should magnify himself.
He magnify himself.
In his heart.
In his own heart, his mind. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
And by peace.
And by what?
Peace.
See, he's doing it with the pen. He ain't doing it with a sword now. That's what's making him so slick. How? By him?
And by peace.
By peace.
Shalom. Shalom.
Yeah, he can put on some seats now.
I got my seats on. I'm a righteous Gentile. Look, I got my head covered. Then you got the females too coming in. Shalom. They got their little head wrapped on you. You all sucked in by the lies. You're like, wow. Righteous Gentiles. Oh, cool.
And even though they first called the Hebrew disciples Christians first in Antioch, now they coming in and saying, no, we them Christians. You get out of here with our false. So by how?
And by peace shall destroy many.
So they can say they're Christian, they're Jewish, they're Catholic, and they're destroying you in peace through their policy. Because remember, they already stamped down the truth.
And that's why y'all minds are destroyed, because they got you fooled.
Yeah. Because they're not using the guns no more.
Yeah.
They're using the pen. They got the pen now, right?
I got the pen. And I'm saying that because there's this one manager I worked with, this dude, man, he thought he was just mighty because he probably got a pen. It was a brother. But,
it got to his head. He was puffed up and it got to his head.
So it said, and by peace shall destroy many. He should also stand up against the prince of princes.
Whoa. So he going to try to, I thought he was a Christian and Catholic.
No.
I thought he was Jewish. But
he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
He's going to try to stand up against Mashiach, the prince of princes.
But he shall be broken.
But he's going to be broken.
Without hands.
Without hands. So even if you delusional Israelites don't see that, it was already revealed to Daniel. He's not having visions of dividends. He's having visions of what the Father going to do in his judgment. Why it's sitting.
Yeah.
He's going to be broken without hand. Because he's not going to be able to touch the prince of princes.
No, he ain't.
Because he's not coming back a lamb. He's coming back a lion.
Right. Ain't going to be like how it was when he went through what he went through.
Yes.
Now he coming back to judge.
Yes, not a man acquainted with griefs and oppressed.
Right, he come by to judge. And guess what? What you ain't telling your fake righteous Gentiles is they gonna get slaughtered, man. They gonna pay for all the evils they did.
With the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their policy and stamping down the truth, suppressing the truth. Mm-hmm. They're gonna pay for that. Because I guess you're saying, oh, because they're not sicking dogs on us no more, and they're not burning our stuff down. So it's all an equal playing field.
Nah, they still doing stuff to us, man.
Yeah.
They still doing stuff. Who's that? Barack a Pearl said, Shalom family most high. And Shalom to you too. So we just letting it be shown that the Most High have a problem with wickedness.
Yes, he does.
So it's not about no hatred and all. Nah. I'm tired of people keep saying that. Look, if you wicked, the Most High don't like wickedness.
No, he don't.
So we're gonna speak what he say.
That's right.
And you're not gonna trigger us to try to say hatred. And then every time I say heathen is wicked, I say it's not about hate. I'm not gonna talk like that. I'm gonna say you wicked, dirty, filthy heathen. That's what I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit there and call a heathen wicked, and then after I say that, it's not hate speech. It's not no. I'm not talking like that. You wicked, you gonna get two options: lake of fire, captivity. Now, depending on your wickedness, you could be captivity, lake of fire. That's up to you. The Most High didn't want the heathens to be just all out wicked like that. God dang.
I know.
They go overboard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to be wicked. But our people will still sit there and say, why you gotta say that? You know why? Because the prophets are saying that.
Yeah.
Apostles are saying that.
Yeah.
Mashiach is saying that.
Yeah.
The Most High is saying that.
That's right.
That's why we saying that.
That's right.
Because we speaking according to what's written.
Yes, we are.
We're not speaking on our own code. We speaking what's written, and we see what's happening. We see these people wicked.
Yeah.
We're not gonna sugarcoat and fake.
Nah.
If you want somebody to sugarcoat and fake, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do that.
No, we're not. Because we're gonna speak in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna happen. Because he was a little displeased with us, but the heathens helped for the
affliction.
That's why he said sore. He is sore displeased with the heathens that are at ease. Because the heathens are at ease.
Yeah, they're at ease.
Nothing ain't gonna happen to them. And another thing that they're teaching in religion is that God is not a respecter of persons in salvation. No, he's not a respecter of persons in judgment.
Right.
In judgment.
Yeah.
He's gonna judge this whole world in righteousness.
Yeah, he is.
That's what he's gonna do. Because if he can begin to bring evil at the city that's called by his name, Jerusalem, do you nations think you're gonna go unpunished? Listen,
nobody's skipping the judgment.
Nobody.
If you really believe that the Most High will judge, he pronounced judgment on the apple of his eye, his chosen people. You telling me he's not going to judge these filthy, wicked heathens who he said is nothing? He said they are nothing but spittle. Yep. You think he's not going to judge them? Okay.
And then you don't think that he going to deal just like he dealt with us with the righteous and the wicked, and he kicked us all out?
Right. Cool, man.
And then yet you want to talk about righteous and wicked?
Yeah, man.
You guys got a false balance out there. Right. It didn't matter if Jeremiah was righteous. Didn't he go into captivity?
Right.
Daniel was righteous. He went into captivity.
Right.
So what are you guys saying?
You're trying to please a dirty heathen.
That's forwarding affliction.
Yeah.
And using policies to destroy you in peace and stamping down the truth.
Right.
And the world can't receive the spirit of truth because they don't see it.
Right.
And faith comes by hearing, and hearing what our Father is saying to us. Yep. It's our Father. And hallowed be his name. His kingdom is coming to us.
Now let me read the definition of a heathen. I got to keep saying this.
Oh, yes.
A heathen says pagan, infidel, idolatrous, unbelieving, non-believing, let me see, godless, faithless, ungodly, uncivilized, brutish, ignorant, barbaric.
That describes all the other nations.
That's all the heathens, the other nations.
All of them in their multitude.
It don't just mean
A nation.
And some people say, "Oh, he just means
It just means
nations."
nations.
No,
Nations.
it means all what we just read. That's the definition
Yes.
of a filthy heathen.
Godless, faithless, idolatrous.
Yeah. And we want
infidels.
And that's why we're in captivity, because we want to follow them people.
Yep.
Hold on, who's that? 613 to a face said, "Sorry, Shalom, Most High, blessed." Hey, Shalom to you
Hey,
too,
how you
sis.
doing?
Yeah, so yeah, we just coming back on the part 2.
Oh yeah.
Now we go to Ezra.
Yeah, we got to go into Ezra because there was a time where our people used to quote Psalm 83 and talk about how they took crafty counsel against us. The tabernacles of Edom head in the pack, along with everybody else with one consent. Now they forgot.
They forgot.
So now we're getting ready to show you other places too where they were all coming together to target the apple of his eye.
Right.
Because no matter what condition that we're in, he promised Abraham that we're going to be the apple of his eye.
Yeah.
This is even before transgression. Before law was added, before the law was added, before transgression. He already said to Abraham, as far as you can see, I blotted out your transgressions.
Mm-hmm.
And blessed is a man whose sins is not imputed unto him.
Right.
And he said, and then all we got to do is turn from our sins. He's going to give Israel repentance and remission of sins.
That's right.
That's the whole purpose on why our Lord laid his life down.
Yeah.
And took it again, that commandment he got from the Father. Mm-hmm. He's that sin offering for us.
Yeah, he is.
And what happened, the reason why we fell because of unbelief.
Yep.
That's why severity fell on us, because we didn't believe our God. That's no difference when we came out of Egypt. We had a heart of unbelief. Let me see to believe. Show me a sign. Mm-hmm. Nah, you're not going to get a sign. The only sign you're going to get is the sign of Jonah. So he already told us an adulterous generation seeking for a sign.
Yeah, he did.
So we got to believe our God. So now we're getting ready to go into Ezra and show you, because you got some brothers too loving to say, oh, no, look, let me show you. Let me show you where, and sisters, where. Let me show you where God, they love God too. The heathens love God, our God.
Now, in Ezra 4, you got brothers and sisters that believe in the whole Bible. Mm-hmm. And you got brothers and sisters that say OT only. Mm-hmm. But they go into this chapter, because I talked to both, that's what I'm saying is.
Yes.
And they say, well, the heathens was with us. How can you say you OT only and talk about heathens with us, but you're going to talk about Mashiach? And then you have brothers and sisters that believe in the whole Bible, knowing what's going on and saying they was with us. So let's see
yes.
if they was with us. Let's see
how much they were with us.
Let the Most High be true and every man a liar.
Yes.
Because we ain't gonna just read two verses and then when you read that, oh, I didn't read that before. when we talk to them, read that. When we read
keep going.
Guess what? Quiet.
Yes.
Read the whole chapter.
And see how our ancestors dealt with these people, just saying with their mouth, we serve like you do.
Right. So we are Ezra 4.
All right.
And 1, and we're gonna read the whole chapter.
That's right.
So Ezra 4:1 says, now when the adversaries.
When who?
The adversaries.
I thought they were righteous Gentiles.
The adversaries.
Adversaries.
Look, off the break, the
right
first
off the
verse
break.
is telling you.
Adversaries.
Of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity built the temple unto the Lord God of Israel.
Who they built that temple to? Jupiter?
The temple unto the Lord God of Israel.
Because the Greeks wanted us to turn it to Jupiter. Name it after planets.
Right. Well, we was reading that on the first part.
The first part. Going into details about what they were trying to get us to do.
Yeah, the first video.
Covering Second Maccabees, chapter 6. Yeah. On how they were defiling our sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Verse 2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them.
Our adversaries came and said, what to the chief of the fathers?
Mm-hmm. And to the chief of the fathers.
What they say?
And said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God.
And you're going to have Israelites go, yay, we found a place where they want to be a part of us.
They're going to be like, yes, see, I told you. I told you it was righteous Gentiles. See, we have no hate. I don't have no hate in my heart.
I don't got no hate either.
I have no hate in my heart.
I don't got no hate. You got hate?
Not one hate.
I don't got one hate. I want to bring
all
the adversaries into
our temple. I have no hate in my heart.
You don't? I want to bring them in.
And guess what? I can't stop nobody from serving the Father.
I can't stop them either.
Nobody. You want to serve the Father? I can't stop nobody.
Come on in, adversaries.
I can't do
Come on in. And that's what the Lord said. You can't bind up a strong man unless you let him in. Right. So let's see if our ancestors going to let him in.
Right. Let's see if they're going to sit there and talk like this and say, anybody can serve the Father. Yes. I can't stop nobody. Mm-hmm. You trying to stop people get salvation? What type of sick talk y'all talking about?
Because they said with their mouth, even though the scriptures is calling them adversaries of Judah and Benjamin.
Right.
Talking about we want to come and build with y'all.
So when I heard brothers and sisters talk like that,
yeah,
I don't know what they talking about because I don't see what's written. That's what they saying. So I can't connect what they saying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That's just them talking. That's their own mind talking like that because that was written. Now let's go. Verse 2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said to them, let us build with you, for we seek your God.
For we seek who?
Your God.
No, it's our God. I thought it was our God. Whose God?
No, so for we seek your God.
Your God. So at least these adversaries knew that it was our God.
Right. They didn't say our God. No. They said your God.
They said your God.
Yeah.
So we're not wrong in saying it's our God because he's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's not the God of the dead.
And he ain't God of the dead.
No, he's
none
not.
else.
None else. What else he say?
Let us build with you, for we seek your God.
We seeking your God.
As ye do.
The same way you do. That's a joke.
See, the Gentiles, the righteous Gentiles, they're the seekers like...
They're seekers.
Right.
Seeking ye shall find. But guess what? We get ready to find out what our ancestors said to these adversaries.
Right. As ye do.
As ye do.
Yeah. My bad. I want to see. 6:13, 12 face it. I love what the Most High Yah loves, and I hate what the Most High hate.
Oh, yeah. And he hates every false way.
Yes, indeed.
And our ancestors are getting ready. They recognize their adversaries as enemies. Yep. And had no problem.
And they about to show right here,
yes.
too. Watch
and
this.
The ones who hate us, even though they said, we seek with their mouth.
That's what they say with their mouth. Yeah. We seek your God as ye do.
As the same as you do. We know it's your God, but we seek it just like you do.
And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Asahadon, king of Ashur.
And they're going to try to take their relationship all the way back during the time of the Assyrian captivity. Look at these slicksters.
Which brought us up hither. Verse 3. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua.
That's right.
And the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel.
What they say?
Said unto them.
Let's hear it.
Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God.
Woo! That's right. That's right. You don't have nothing to do with us to build to our God, even though they're claiming your God, and we seek it and we serve just like you. Listen, gave a little fake date saying that they was doing it all that time.
Listen, I can't stop nobody from serving the Father. I can't stop if a heathen wants to serve. I can't stop him. You know what? You can't stop him. Let's see what our ancestors said.
Let's look at Zerubbabel and what the chief father said.
Right, since you can't stop him.
Heathens.
Right, you heathen lovers want to sit there and say, I can't stop them. The heathens don't serve the Most High. They just don't.
No, they don't.
Why you don't understand that?
As we do.
They do not serve the Most High.
No, they don't.
Their spirit is not of him.
No, it's not.
He poured the spirit out on his own people.
And talking about they sacrifice.
Right.
No, they don't. They sacrifice to devils.
Yes, they do. So let's see. Let's go back. What was that? Verse
we
3.
Sacrifice like you do. That's right. Straight game and a lie.
It's a lie. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua.
See that? I guarantee you guys to be getting on Zerubbabel and Jeshua.
And the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel.
That's right. This is our forefathers, the chiefs of Israel.
Said it to them.
What they tell them adversaries.
He wasn't talking like you.
No, he was not.
I gotta say it. You soft, tender hot niggas for heathens. He won't talk like y'all. Ye have nothing to do with us to build.
That's right.
In house unto our God.
You see, that's how we talk. No house unto our God. So ain't no first, second, or no third temple. 3 strikes you out. Get them up out.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
But we ourselves together will build.
That's right.
Unto the Lord God of Israel.
As
King Cyrus.
That's right.
The king of Persia.
You hear that? King Cyrus of Persia. Go back to Ezra 1 and you'll see what Jeremiah and the Most High put on this king. But guess what? Just like they did with us, even though they put something in the law to say slavery is done, do you think that they listened? No, they just continued to be wicked to us. Right. And we still was fighting for civil rights.
Yeah.
Still fighting. And it's going to be the same thing back then. And we're going to show you that correlation. What happened in the 20th century, the 19th century, and all the other centuries, plus
Still
this one right here,
now.
still going on now.
Yeah. We ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel.
That's right.
As King Cyrus, the king of Persia, have commanded us.
He put that in law. Okay, this y'all, we're gonna do it ourselves. Go look to see what the Father did for us, for the children of captivity.
Oh yeah.
To make provision for us so that we can get this done.
Yeah.
But even though he put that in decree, and once we told them they don't have no part, let's see if they go, you know what, you're right. This is your God. Let me go back to my own country and mind my own business. Let me study to be quiet and mind my own business. Let's see if they did that.
We're about to see. 6:13, so face a big calm.
Yeah.
Verse 4. Then the people of the land weakened.
Wait. The people did what? The people did what?
And the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah.
They weakened their hands of the people of Judah.
But they just said it on the building, right?
Didn't they just say that? We serve like you do.
Then unless I'm just tripping. I know I
thought we heard that. Didn't they say that with their mouth? And they even took their fake worship back to the time of the Assyrian captivity.
Yeah. It says, then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. And
they troubled them in building, just like they do now. Troubling us in building.
Yeah. 5, and hired counselors against them.
They hired what?
Counselors against them.
Nah, not the righteous Gentiles.
And hired the fake righteous Gentiles and hired counselors against them.
I thought they said they serve like we do.
And hired counselors against them.
Against them.
To frustrate their purpose.
To frustrate their purpose. That had nothing to do with them. Isn't a man supposed to study to be quiet and mind his own business and not be a busybody?
Yeah. Who's that? Per Truth 360 TV. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what they do.
That's exactly what they do. So now they hiring counselors, frustrating our purpose, trying to weaken in our hands. Even though the king put something in place in order to make sure that what the Father wanted us to do, he put that on Cyrus's heart. Cyrus didn't just wake up and say, let me do something for these niggas. Never. It was the Father who had favor for his children.
That's right. So
that power came from on high to put it on that king. But look what the people did.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. They said, throw that decree out. Yeah. We're going to come against these Israelites, Judah and Benjamin.
Verse 5, and hired counselors against them.
Hired counselors against them.
To frustrate their purpose.
To frustrate their purpose.
All the days of Cyrus, king of Persia.
See that? All the days of Cyrus, king of Persia. So even though King Cyrus put that, we still couldn't get justice.
Yep.
They still messing with us. They trying to see what they can do to prevent us, delay us, all of that.
Even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia.
And kept it going even with King Darius in that Persian empire. Still doing it.
Yeah.
For an affliction. Helping for an affliction. Just because we told those bastards, you have no part with us. We ourselves will build. This is our land. This is our temple.
Yeah, what? Y'all don't know nothing about what we're doing, so let us do what we do, and y'all just do what y'all do.
This is our kingdom.
Right.
So we're going to do it ourselves. What's wrong with that? This is our country and our land.
Of course, but you know how heathens do.
Yeah, but you know them. You know how they do.
Verse 6, and in the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, wrote they unto him an accusation.
What? They wrote. So now they going to other kings and writing. So they're not through. Okay, we're going to write a letter.
Now they wrote, it says, wrote they unto him an accusation.
An accusation.
Against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem.
They're writing accusations against this king Ahasuerus.
So remember, just like there was, what changed from back then to now?
Yes.
Look how they write. They's writing all these laws against our people now.
Yeah.
It's writing it then. The scriptures is real, man. Y'all understand this?
It's alive.
Man, they had policies then.
Yeah.
They was coming against us, and they doing it now.
Yeah.
See, people don't talk about the policies and stuff.
They don't.
They don't. There's certain stuff they don't talk about, but they have. It was the same thing going on then as going on now.
Yeah, it is.
The heat is always setting up something to try to have us to be low.
Yeah.
And they always setting up stuff to have us go against the Most High.
Yeah. Whether we were in our land or out of our land. I remember Purim with Mordecai and Esther. Yep. Look at what they did to us. A diabolical plot was found there. Here it is, another diabolical plot. Now they're getting the kings involved. They're using policies, writing accusations against us. They're doing it now.
Yeah.
And we have that complaint all over the world, wherever Israel is scattered.
Yeah. What's that? Verse 6. Let me
Yeah.
see.
So they wrote an accusation against us. We're dealing with King Ahasuerus now. So we got Cyrus, and then we got Darius. Now they're getting Ahasuerus involved.
Yeah.
These heathens, these heathen kings, with their policies.
Yeah. I'm reading 6 again. In the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, wrote they unto him an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem.
All because we didn't let him in.
Yeah, verse 7. And in the days of Artaxerxes wrote, what's this? Bishlam Mithridates to build, and the rest of their companies unto Artaxerxes, king of Persia, and the writing of the letter was written in the Syrian tongue and interpreted in the Syrian tongue. Verse 8, Raham, the chancellor, and who's it? Shimshai, the scribe, wrote a letter against Jerusalem.
They wrote a letter against Jerusalem
to Artaxerxes the king and the sort. Verse 9, then wrote Raham the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe and the rest of their companies, the what's this? Danites, the man, I don't know these names. Aphasites, the Tabalites, the Aphasites, and Atravites, the Babylonians, the something shites, something vites,
yeah, they all fight each other. All these
Elamites. these, yeah. So verse 10. Hold up, my bad. 6:13. So if said, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and you shall be unto him as if you had wiped a looking glass, and shall know that his rust has not been. Sirach 12:11.
Oh yeah.
Altogether, and then she said, altogether wiped away. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Verse 10. And the rest of the nations whom the great and noble, who's this? Asnapper or something, brought over and set in the cities of Samaria, and the rest that are on this side the river, and at such a time. They'd be wicked as hell.
Yeah. They all hunting our steps.
Right.
They doing it from the south to the north. Samaria and Jerusalem. These kings coming plotting on us.
Right.
With the pen.
Yeah.
With policy. Because we didn't want to let them in. And I guess that's why a lot of y'all scared now. We're not talking about the righteous ones. Y'all
I'm not talking about y'all.
I'm not talking about y'all. Come on in.
The righteous Gentiles?
So when you hear Israelites that say we'll do it ourselves, you get upset.
Right. But look, it says verse 11. This is the copy of the letter that they sent unto him.
They sent that to him.
Even unto Artaxerxes the king, thy servants, the men on this side the river, and at such a time. Verse 12, be it known unto the king that the Jews which came up from thee to us are come unto Jerusalem, building the rebellious and the bad city.
That's what they said. That's what they put in their letter.
Damn.
They call it a rebellious and a bad city, and they over there building. They write that amongst each other in their own lands and their own country. What we gonna do today?
I had to laugh at that. I was like,
yeah, they write that amongst each other. About what they gonna do to us.
I read this sometimes, but I read
it just dawns on you. They got a lot of nerve.
So it
like
says,
they're not rebellious themselves.
Right.
Yeah, they funny.
Be it known unto the king that the Jews which came up from thee to us are come unto Jerusalem, building the rebellious and the bad city, and have set up the walls thereof, and joined the
Ooh,
foundations.
that's a crime right there.
Right,
They're
what
being
they doing?
productive.
I can't believe it.
They're building their cities.
13. Be it known now unto the king
Mm-hmm.
that if this city be builded and the
Mm.
walls set up again,
If this what be building?
city be builded.
Oh, since that was a nightmare back then, wait till it was written in Revelation 21 comes when the Father brings the city. They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be able to stop it because it's coming to all 12 tribes and it's going to be 12 gates.
Yeah.
So they writing amongst themselves like this is their worst nightmare that Judah is coming back
Right.
and they're getting ready to rebuild. And it's a nightmare unto them
Yeah,
on
man.
Elm Street, but it's on Jerusalem Street.
Right. If this city be builded
Mm-mm-mm.
and the walls set up again,
Mm-mm-mm.
then will they not pay toll?
See that this is the real second temple. That's why I said to be built to get built again. And the enemy's coming in with that third temple doctrine.
That third temple doctrine is garbage.
It's
I'll tell you like
fake.
this. It's about enemies, man.
Yeah, because
it's
you
just
could.
not.
So this right here, this Ezra 4 is showing you that they know which people was building, and if they didn't, they're gonna write each other and tell you which people it was.
Yeah.
So there's no mistakes about it. So nobody can perpetrate with a false prophet, with a lying wonder, with the heathen rising up, trying to write themselves into the heritage in the house of Israel. You already saw our ancestors say, "Get them out of here. Don't bring them in. You don't have no part with us."
Verse 12, building the rebellious and the bad city.
Yeah, right.
And have set up the walls thereof and joined the foundations.
That's a good thing for us to do.
Oh, yeah. 13, be it known now unto the king that if this city be builded and the walls set up again, then will they not pay toll.
They won't do what?
Pay toll.
They're not going to pay us no more toll if you let them do this.
Tribute.
No, they're not going to give us no tributary money.
And custom.
And the custom ain't coming to us.
And so thou shalt damage the revenue of the kings.
And then you guys going to be losing a lot of money. That's funny. So they all scared.
14, not because we have...
But they made that accusation up on purpose because they were trying to stop us from building.
Yeah.
They didn't want us building up our lands. Just like they didn't want us doing that in Oklahoma and other places where they use lakes to drown out what we built up. Because they know we're productive people.
Yeah, they do.
And we could do it ourselves. Yeah. But they always using the same tactic. What are they doing over there? Hunt their steps. Stop them. Frustrate their purpose. Hire counselors to stop them from building.
Now because we have maintenance. Oh, hold up. Now because we have, maintenance from the king's palace. And it was not meet for us to see the king's dishonor. Therefore have we sent and certified the king.
So that's why they said they're doing the certification, because we don't want you to receive damage. Now, if you let these Israelites build it, you're gonna get damaged. You're not gonna get your cut. You're not gonna get your custom, your tributary money, or your toll. So that's why we're sending you this letter. They're not gonna tell you they're sending the letter because we told them, no, this is our city, our country, and we're gonna do it ourselves. No, they're gonna make it seem like we're actually doing something. Oh, we're not gonna pay tributary and custom. Just lie. That's an accusation that they use, and that's what they do. They try to find something to catch you up by the ankle.
They do it all the time, man.
Trying to catch you up by the neck, because these people sacrifice to their nets.
That's nothing new. What these people do, man.
They're catchers of men. That's what they do.
15, it says that search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers. So shall thou find in the book of the records, and know that this city is a rebellious city, and hurtful unto kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of old time, for which cause was this city destroyed? Because they wicked.
And that's what they're trying to use, was if their God destroyed them, then we can come and destroy them. Nah, they're only God the Father and who he sends out. Not when they decide to want to take crafty counsel. This is crafty counsel right there. So they're trying to say, well, look what they did to their God. They sinned against heaven.
Right.
The habitation of justice and the hope of their fathers. We offend not. They coming against you. They trying to do you damage now. Just lying. That's an accusation, a false accusation.
Yeah. 16.
See how they're using it, how they're spinning that narrative?
Yep. 16. We certify the king that if this city be built again and the walls thereof set up, By this means thou shalt have no portion on this side the river.
Not gonna have your portion, King. So you might want to get in on this.
17. Then sent the king in answer unto who's this? Rahum,
Okay, let's see what his answer was.
the chancellor,
Okay.
and to Shemshai the scribe,
All right.
and to the rest of their companions that dwell in Samaria,
Okay, let's see what they said.
and to the rest beyond the river, peace and at such a time. 18. The letter which ye sent unto us have been plainly read before me. Verse 19. And I commanded, and search have been made, and it is found that this city of old time have made an insurrection against kings, and that rebellion and sedition have been made therein. Verse 20. There have been mighty kings also of Jerusalem, which have ruled over all countries beyond the river, and toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them.
Yes, it was. It was paid unto David. It was paid unto Solomon and all those sons of Zion. It sure was. And so they're showing in these kings that may not have known our heritage, and they may search and saw it, just like they're doing now.
Yeah.
They seeing what's going on with the children of Israel. They making search now. They see us coming out and declaring who we are. The sayings of our forefathers is going back to the children, and the children to their forefathers, and they talking and having discussions about us, and they're calling us the BHI. That's what they're calling us, the Black Hebrew Israelites. And they're having discussions about us, just like they're having discussions back then. And they seeing that what we're saying is the truth.
Oh yeah, they know that.
They know it is.
They know that.
They know that these are our ancestors.
They know that the children of Israel is all black. We ain't no Hispanics, they Indians, no Caucasians, Chinese, whoever else is trying to fit in. They know it's one nation of people, one seed.
And these were our kings and our Levitical priests from the lines of Aaron. That's why they come in here plotting and stuff. Using DNA hoax to say that we can analyze your blood and show that you come from Aaron through Kohan blood, which that's a scam and a lie.
Yeah, it is. That DNA is a hoax, it's a scam, and we're gonna bring it out one of these days to show it's a lie and a scam.
Yeah, because our enemies is running that false science. They run
that. I'm not even gonna get to that.
We just gonna keep it moving. Where we at?
Verse 21.
All right.
Give ye now commandment to cause these men to cease.
See that? Cease. Stop you. Stop them, y'all. Give them commandment. You too. Send it out. I don't care what King Cyrus, the king, who called the Lord a shepherd. I don't care what he said. You gonna do what we say. Come on with us.
And that this city be not builded.
So you can stop them from building their city.
Until another commandment shall be given from me. 22. Take heed now that ye fail not to do this. Why should damage grow to the hurt of the kings? 23. Now, when the copy of King Artaxerxes' letter was read before Rahum and Shemshai, the scribe, and their companions, they went up in haste to Jerusalem unto the Jews and made them to cease by force and power. But you see how they fake in the beginning wanted to build with them and say, we want to build with you. And we want to. But guess what? When they say you have no parts, look what they did. Force them. Let me read this again. Read this one more time. This is Ezra 4 and 23. Now, when the copy of the king Artaxerxes' letter was read before Rahum and Shemshai the scribe and their companions, they went up in haste to Jerusalem unto the Jews and made them to cease by force and power. 24. Then ceased the work of the house of God, which is at Jerusalem. So it ceased unto the second year of the reign of Darius, king of
See that?
Persia.
So it ceased. It ceased.
So all that fake, I want to build with you. Let us come with y'all. That was a lie. But see, guess what? You heathen loving brothers and sisters, you will sit there and say, "Oh, the heathens want to love us. They want to build with us. I can't stop nobody from serving the Father." And I'm gonna read. The reason I'm using this voice for a reason because it's so it's so weak and tender. That's why I'm talking like this. Because guess what? When it comes to a brother or sister that you said Christian or Muslim, you Christian, you Muslim, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all. But guess what? When it comes to heathen, why would you say that about a heathen? They serve like us. They want to build. That's why I use these voices like this, man. Because y'all so tender when it comes to heathens and try to fake like they love us and want to serve our Heavenly Father. But your own people, you hardcore. That's why I use them voice and do that. That's
Can
why
you
I do
go to
that.
Psalm 62:4 right quick? And not only tender, they don't want to acknowledge that they're adversaries.
All right,
They're
you
enemies.
want to
Just 62:4.
humble servant 20 said, yeah, and said, heathens refuse to let us thrive independently.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
They can't deal with our success, and they always want to put a hand and have make money off of us. But in this kingdom to come, they're gonna be paying us tributary
Right.
and custom and toll, and that's how the Father set us up anyway to be above.
Yeah, he did.
So He gonna put it back. All that right now, all the foundations are out of course according to Psalm 82.
Yep.
But He getting ready to put it back in order like He set it up in the beginning. I just want to go to Psalm 62:4 to sum up because what you were saying, it brought that verse to my attention, because even though with your mouth that you can bless, but inwardly you can have a different plan, and that's what they did. They rolled up on our ancestors, blessed them with their mouth, talking, just like our sister brought out that Ecclesiasticus or Sirach scripture about what's going on with the rust. So we want to also line it up with Psalm 62:4. What's that saying?
Psalm 62:4 say they only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. That's why they consulted.
They delight in lies.
They delighting in lies.
They bless with their mouth.
Even though they bless them with their mouth, oh, we seek just like you do.
But they curse inwardly.
And that's what happened. The inwardness. And so they used all their strong reasons on why that we should cease with these kings. And they used the money aspect of it as, hey, join us. Forget what Cyrus said. You all come together, Artaxerxes, Ahasuerus, and all the rest of them names.
Yep.
And let's all do this together. We can't let Judah and Benjamin build their own land. But it wasn't up for them to decide. The Father's the one who decreed that and put that for Cyrus to allow us to do that. Y'all go back to Ezra chapter 1 and study Ezra chapter 1 and 2 and 3 and go up to 4 so y'all can get what was going on. On how the Father originally set that up for us to actually build the children of captivity coming back out of captivity to go build.
Yeah.
And Nehemiah is going to be amongst them too. Study the book of Nehemiah as well. The whole book of Nehemiah, all 13 chapters, and the whole book of Ezra, all 10 chapters. Study them all. And you'll see how the infrastructure of the heathen couldn't stand, like the brother said. They can't stand us being independent alone from them with our independence that the Father gave us. They always want their portion, whether it's monetary or just being eyes, coming in there with their surveillances just so they can overthrow it and infiltrate it. But our forefathers said, nah, you're not going to do this.
Yeah.
All right, so now what we doing now?
From there, now we're going to 2 Maccabees 7, the whole chapter. Who's this? 6:13 12 face it. All our altars only have 12 uncut stone. There is nerve a stone for the other nations. Now I don't know, sister, if you because sometimes when people be typing, I don't know. I think I know what you're saying, but I don't know. All right.
She said the 12 stones?
Yeah, but she said all our altars only have 12 uncut stone. There is nerve a stone for the other nations. I'm trying to, I think I know what she's trying to say, but hey, sis, if you can type that again, I'll read it again to you. You know what I'm saying? I think trying to say the nerve of them people trying to fake like they have something that we have. That's what I'm thinking. But we gonna go to Second Maccabees verse 7. We'll read the whole chapter. And this is going to pick up too what we were saying in
Yeah, when we
part
covered
one,
part one.
when you had some these wicked heathens, what they call righteous heathens, put our elderly brother to death because he didn't want to fake like he was eating some pork to deceive our nation. And he said he understand the Most High word. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna have a faulty name, and he's not gonna do that. So now we're gonna pick up on this.
And also too, just how they look back at our history. We look at their history too, and we study in Greece. They had what is called draconian laws or Draco laws,
Draco laws,
where they wrote laws in blood.
Yeah.
That means they cold-blooded killers, and that's how they did it. And that's how they were getting down.
Yeah.
A wicked root came up out of them with those draconian laws that they were decreeing against us.
Yeah.
To come against those who kept the most holy days and sacred days and the holy laws of our God. And they were using them Draco laws and draconian laws. Go look that up. Draco laws. That's how the Greeks got down in blood. Yeah. Bloodthirsty, blood suckers.
And that's why it's a scripture that says something about since you didn't like blood or something.
Blood should pursue you.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's Ezekiel 35.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
Yep. He's gonna prepare you under blood.
Yep.
He got something for them Grecians. He got something from them Idumeans. He got something for all of these people with them draconian laws who have that motto. Since you didn't hate blood, he's going to prepare you under blood. And it's going to pursue you.
Yeah. Who's this? Upscale Vision Media said the Greeks were black too.
The original Javanites? Yeah. So we talking about Alexander.
Yeah, we talking about the ones that came up under the name Greek when they was we talking about not the ones that's black. We talking about the heathens.
Yes, that assumed that land.
Yeah, well, that's what we talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about the original Javanites.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we're not going into that. That the lesson that we're covering, that's why it's called part 2. I don't know if you looked at the title.
Yeah.
And we were going into how Alexander, came into power. And when he invaded that land, right. I know you learned on conquerors and who invaded what and all of that. And so that's what we covered the first part. And so, we understand Genesis 10 and Noah's 3 sons. Yeah. But we're not talking about blacks. We're talking about the other ones.
We talking about the heathens.
Yeah.
We're not talking about
the woolly texture.
We're not talking about black people who's talking about the Greek. We're talking about goat head, dog street head heathens.
Yeah. The Hellenized ones.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Hellenistic.
We ain't talking about the black ones. That's what we're talking about.
The ones who went in there and put their own likeness and images. Those ones.
Yeah, we're talking about them.
Those ones who deface all the woolly textured people. That
right. Now we about to. I guess we're about to go into more of these bastards.
That's right.
We're going to 2 Maccabees 7. We'll read the whole chapter. So it's 1 to 42.
That's right.
Now, let's see how sick these people are, man. It says, and it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Any brother or sister that love heathens and try to defend them over their own people, I do not trust none of y'all, and I don't want to be around y'all. I'm just gonna tell I'm telling you how I feel. I don't want to be around no heathen lovers that will go and look at a heathen and feel like he's above your brother or sister. I don't hell no. Especially when we talk about righteous Gentiles. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about who's talking about righteous Gentiles? That's what I'm talking about. These people are sick, they wicked, they hate the Most High and the truth. We're about to read how sick these bastards are. 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. And it came to pass also that 7 brethren, don't lose your attention span. I'm not to certain people that's coming on that's just popping up randomly.
Johnny come lately.
Right.
You want to change the subject about the identity of the Javanites, Noah's sons, 3 sons.
Yeah, so randomly.
You already know that Shem had 5 sons, Japheth had 7, and Ham had 4. We're not here to break down Noah's sons.
Nah.
That's not what we're here for. So if you're going to be a Johnny come lately, get with the program we're bringing out.
Right.
Uniting the spirit with us in the bond of
that's
peace.
What I'm saying.
Instead of you trying to change the narrative of the Apocrypha.
Right. Now, 613 to official. I love this chapter. It shows that a righteous Israelite woman can raise righteous men to be men. That's right, sis.
That's
she's
right.
on topic. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So let's get it.
Yes.
Now, hopefully, that person will say something about this.
Yes. We'll talk about what we're about to bring out.
Right. Upscale Vision Media. All right. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh. And swine's flesh is abominable.
Yes, it is. Abominable.
And were tormented with scourges and whips.
And want to torment the Israelites. See, that's what people want to do. We talking about Israel, and they want to switch the subject on some heathen.
Now, why are they getting tormented with scourges and whips?
Yes.
They want to eat swine.
Eating swine's flesh.
Okay.
So you want to take it off of this tormentor.
Let's see.
And this persecutor and oppressor.
Let's see, verse 2. But one of them that spake first said thus.
Let's see what one of the 7 sons said.
What wouldst thou ask or learn of us?
Mm-hmm.
We are ready to die. Rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
The laws of our fathers. That's what we talking about. Israelites that keep the laws of our forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yep. Verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage. Why does bash in a rage?
I know, because we said we're going to stand on what the Most High gave us as a people.
Commanded. Oh, I can't. It's small. Commanded. Let me see. This is. I gotta look it up this way. Hold up, my bad.
It's all good.
Okay. Then the king, being in the rage, commanded. What is that? What's that? Pans and cauldrons to be. Okay, pans and cauldrons. I guess it's a type of pottery. Cauldrons. I don't know.
Yes.
Pans and I don't know pans.
That's like cooking utensils.
Yeah, pans and cauldrons to be made hot.
See that?
Damn.
Do you see that? And that's why David in Psalm 2 said, "Why did the heathen rage? Why did the heathens rage?"
First best one of pans and cauldrons to be made hot. For which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Because he's not going to eat swine's flesh. Cut his tongue out.
And to cut off the utmost parts of his body. The rest of his brother and his mother looking on. You wicked, sick, heathen loving niggas and females. Y'all make me sick. I'm telling you. I would never trust none of y'all. And I'm telling you, y'all are sick in y'all heads. Because y'all will come at your brother and sister. But when it comes to this heathen cutting tongues off because when you pork, y'all niggas don't say nothing about these people. Nothing. Where is y'all compassion and where's y'all, I'm like, what's the scripture say? Oppression maketh a man.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Right. Where's that at?
This is oppression.
Where's that at? Humble Servant 20 says that's demonic torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But they don't want to call it out. They'll just sit there and say, you saying all of them? Man, get the hell out of here. I'm tired of this. Let me go back before I'm gonna keep it. Let me keep it reading. Before I don't even want to, get out of pocket.
Yeah, but I feel you sighing and crying for all the abominations.
That's crazy.
And I know we cry for the abominations that's internally in our own house, but also we experiencing it with our oppressors and our persecutors and those who hate us. So I understand why this oppression is making you mad. But I don't understand when an Israelite is hearing this and they're acting like, well, why are you calling them enemies?
Right.
You mad because I'm calling wicked Israelites? And that upsets you. And I understand that. And that's why I'm glad that the Father chose the Messiah to say, sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. I'm so glad. Because if it wasn't up for the Messiah, we would still be ruling over these oppressors. And we're going to take them captives whose captives we were.
You daggone right.
And we're going to be ruling over our oppressors. And they'll never touch us again. And the kingdom is going to be the Lord's.
You daggone right.
Because one house is going to be a fire and the other house is going to be a flame.
And guess
we're
what?
going to kindle all in. And the kingdom is going to be the Lord's because saviors are going to mount up on Zion.
Yeah, guess what? They're going to be stubble. And guess that's what's going to happen. And I don't care what none of y'all bastards say.
They cutting tongues off and body parts.
And y'all still sitting there acting like they just righteous Gentiles. Y'all niggas are sick. You females are sick. Y'all sick.
And you say you keep the Torah of the law, but in Deuteronomy 23 it says, "Thou shalt not cut off your privy members." You can't cut off your members.
Right. Now let's see more, because there's more wickedness that's going on here.
They cutting off his body parts. Yep. Just like they doing now, taking your organs. Let's hunting you down.
Let's get back. 2 Maccabees 7:4. It says, which I gotta look at this way. Which forthwith being heated, because he had the pots and all that couches and all that. He commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body.
His body parts, cutting it off.
The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
And letting his other 6 brothers and his mom look on to this.
Verse 5. Who's this? Mark the Great 55566 says, our people love our oppressors and Babylon more than they love TMH. Proverbs 3:31 says, to not choose none of their ways, nor envy them.
That's right. Yeah. And we're never supposed to envy our oppressors or choose none of their ways, because their ways is wicked. It's not the truth, the way, in the life.
These people are they children of Satan, man.
Yes, they are. For our rock is not as our rock. Even our enemies themselves being judges. And look at this wicked judge right here.
Right.
Well, he's commanding what to happen with this woman and her 7 sons.
Because they want to eat swine.
With their draconian laws.
Yeah. Verse 5.
And that's why I like the prophet Joel, where it's saying that he's going to sell their sons into our hands. I love that. I love those 3 chapters of Joel. Because we're going to get the justice.
Oh, yeah.
This was not done in vain.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, right.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get ripped up out of their grave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They didn't get away with this.
Nope. Verse 5. Now, when he was thus maimed.
He was maimed. That's
and don't
sick.
y'all always say about
they tar, they maimed,
about
they
slavery? Look what happened. Look what happened right here. Now, when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire. So he was still alive. They tortured him so bad to where he was almost disfigured. He's hanging on what they call by a thread, just barely hanging on to life
with the POW tactics, torture tactics.
Yep. So,
execution style.
Brought him to the fire and to be fried in the pan,
and had a barbecue.
And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, verse 6, the Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth have comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he should be comforted in his servants.
See that? Singing the songs of Moses, being comforted in his servants. The heathens is not rolling.
Ain't no wicked ass damn heathen gonna be going through what they're going through, and they still talking about the Most High praise. It's not happening.
No, it's not.
Man, get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Verse
We're not looking to the Lord, that our help coming from the Lord that made heaven and earth. That's our people doing that.
Yeah. Verse 7.
In the face of adversity.
Right. Verse 7. So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
Mock trials, kangaroo courts.
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?
You still gonna eat?
You niggas, I'm telling you, any nigga or any female, any broad, any nigga, any female, any broad, I don't care what you want to look. That's how I talk. If you still loving heathens after this, I can't rock with you, man. Guess what? The Most High can't do nothing. He can't rock with you either. Because you love these. Look how sick these bastards are. But y'all will sit there and say, righteous Gentiles? Do you hear what these bastards are doing to our people? But you still want to say righteous Gentiles? When the hell have we did that? This is torture. This is why you think they make these sick movies like this? They're not making these sick movies for no reason. They did that to our people. When they making movies, all these horror movies, they cut people body parts off and all that, and dismember your face. What's a movie called Mask or something? They cut a face off. They cut his face off and put his number. We read about this. That was doing that to our people. Don't y'all understand this? That's why their mind is sick, because that's how they operate. But y'all want to call these people righteous. What was that, man? I think it was verse 7. So so when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, "Wilt thou eat before thou be punished?" What do you mean before thou be punished? You just pulled the skin. What the heck? This people sick throughout every member of that body. Verse 8. But he answered in his own language and said, "No." Wherefore he also received this next torment in order, as the former did. Because he served the Most High. He said, "Man, hell nah. I'll be worried to death." Because guess what? He understand that his life after that's is not over. That's why he understands you can kill the. What my shot say? Fear not them that can kill the body, but fear the one who can kill the body and the soul and put it in hell. So he understood that. These wicked bastards. Upscale Vision Media said there are no righteous Gentiles. That's right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Whether they're using pins, POW tactics, and dismembering tactics to put fear on you. Are you still going to eat the pork? We burnt your brother.
Right.
And we took all his body parts off.
That's crazy.
And now we're going to take off the skin of your head. Now you going to still eat that pork?
Sick. And then you got wicked. Then you got niggas that's sitting there trying to come against the prophecy, and it's not real. Because guess what? They don't want to hear what's going on to show the dark side of damn heathens
of their civilization, of them being a wicked root.
Yeah.
They don't want to acknowledge them to be a wicked root. They want to say that they're grafted in. No, our root is holy, and therefore our lump's going to be holy.
Yeah.
They come from Satan himself. These are children of Satan.
Yeah.
And they're doing his works. Yeah. And so they want to say that's us. But where does it show you that that's what we're doing? Cutting people's body parts off because they don't eat no pork.
Right. That's sick.
Or because they want to keep a Sabbath day.
Right.
Or because they want to keep a feast day. Show us where we did that.
You can't show it.
You can't show that.
You ain't showing it.
So you can't put us on the same level as these dogs.
Right.
These evil workers.
Man, these people, man.
This is a habitation of
wicked
devils.
That's why we talk when we
foul,
talk.
Unclean spirits.
Yeah.
And they're going to get judged, and we're going to give them the double. That's what the Lord said. As they have done, double unto her, them, as she has done unto you.
That's why he said
give them double. And he's going to put them all under that umbrella at Babylon. And we Zion.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to bring us all back to Mount Zion.
Daggone right.
And all Babylon, all her inhabitants that's flowing to them, yoked up to that image that Daniel broke down in chapter 2, showing the gold all the way down to the 10 toes. The Father going to come back and deal with that tree.
Yeah. Now let's
even all I do.
Oh yeah. Now let's go see what he said. Oh, who's that? 613 face said this is a horrific Saw-like kind. Yeah. That movie Saw, that was a sick movie. I've seen that. And then 613 face said horror story.
Yeah.
It is.
They love making movies.
That's why they got these movies, because they actually do stuff like this, man. Yeah. This is not who in their mind could think of something like this unless you actually had the act to do this.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I can never think of something like when I used to watch these movies. I'm like, this is crazy. Where they get? It's just not just a wild imagination. They was doing this.
Yeah, that was their dark diary. Hollywood uses They sell their story to Hollywood because they got to get that out there. Their conscience, their guilty conscience.
So they're trying to make it a movie to act like it's just entertainment.
To cover
or
it up.
something.
But no, they really sold what they really did.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's really a true story that they've sold to Hollywood because they wanted to get that off their conscience. Hollywood is really their diary. So they can write down what they did. Yep. It's the same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer. He did the same thing. He was killing and eating.
Yeah.
He was having chicken McNiggers and cooking them in cauldrons and pots. And his grandma was like, what does that smell? Flesh don't smell like that. I know the Chinese and the Vietnamese eat dogs and rats and cats, but dang, what's that?
Right.
Couldn't even believe it. Yep. These people are sick.
Yeah, they are.
And Jeffrey Dahmer is sick, and they don't like to hear about stuff like that. They want to sweep that up under the rug.
Yeah, they do.
And hide under the word Christian and Jewish. Mm-hmm. Knowing that they're liars and Catholic.
And they wicked, and they don't serve nobody but Satan. That's what
and they don't have no part with Christ. No, and they faking the funk.
Man, they serve Satan, man.
And they selling people wolf tickets. Ain't none of them that's called righteous of God.
They serve Satan. They follow him, man.
All of them do.
Now look,
they sacrifice to devils.
Yeah. Now let's see what happened with our brother. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read 2 Maccabees 7:7. So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mark of stock, and when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished?
Yeah, right.
Well, every member of thy body. Verse 8, but he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. Verse 9, and when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up. You understood that? You can take us out of this present life, but guess what? We will get raised up. Everybody scared of y'all wicked. Let me watch my tongue.
Just like Hananiah.
Nobody's scared of you wicked bastards, man. Nobody's scared of you wicked. That's why the true servants in heaven, we're gonna speak boldly. Nobody's scared of y'all. What you gonna do? You can't only do you do is to the flesh. You can't do nothing with our spirit.
But who is a man that shall die? Who is the man that we should be afraid of him that shall die?
Right.
So we're gonna cease from man whose breath is in his own nostrils.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up.
The King of the world gonna raise us up. Now he's righteous.
Right, who have died for his laws.
The Father is righteous.
Unto everlasting life.
That's right. Tired of people. They're not giving Father his honor. He's the one that's righteous. Instead of fighting your brother and sister, talking about, I can't believe that you're saying that they're adversaries and you're showing this about them. Because y'all don't want them to pay for their crimes.
Man, guess what?
Because you want them to come to your feast with you, huh? That's what it is. You want them to join hand in hand with you.
Guess what?
You want them to go unpunished, huh?
Guess what? It don't matter what they want or think. It's not going to happen. The word going to stand.
Yes.
And let the Most High be true, man alive.
That's right.
So let's see what verse 10 says.
That's right.
After him was the third.
That's right.
Made a mock and stop.
Wait a minute. That's wrong.
So we're on 3 now.
That's wrong.
And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, 11, and said courageously, these I have from heaven, and for his laws I despise them, and from him I hope to receive them again. Verse 12, insomuch that the king and they that were with him marvel at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains. He didn't give a damn about the pains. He knew how the Most High is, and that's who he gonna serve, and the hell which I can do to the flesh. Get the hell out of here. So verse 13, now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. 14, so when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from God, to be raised up again by him. But y'all don't believe in the resurrection. Y'all believe in reincarnation. Y'all don't believe in the resurrection. Y'all believe in the power of the Most High. A lot of these niggas is weak. A lot of these niggas are fearful. A lot of these niggas don't believe. But guess what? We read about believers right here. The mother and her 7 sons believed in the resurrection, understood it, and stood fast and said, we're going to die, not sinning against the Most High. But you sucker niggas is weak. You scared to Illuminati and all this food famine and all this, what's that, martial law? You niggas is suckers and weak. You don't believe in no resurrection. You just don't. Man, get the hell out of here.
And that's why when the Father sent his Son, he put the life back into him. Once and for all to conquer death.
Right.
And he coming back to conquer as a lion. And he coming for his adversaries, his enemies. And guess who's going to be on the top of the list? The ones who mess with his people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. His
name is dreadful among the heathen.
Yeah.
And they're going to meet him that day.
Dreadful.
Or they're going to find out. Oh, you messed with the apple of his eye.
Oh, yeah.
Time's up. And that's why it says, vengeance is mine. I'm going to repay. And recompenses. And he going to bring them recompenses. And everything that they did to us, we going to give them the double.
You daggone right.
And they're going to see loss of children and widowhood. Everything that they wished on us, go read Revelation 18. That's all the heathens' judgment. Every last one of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Whether you call them righteous or whether you call them wicked.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be judged
for
everything that they did.
Yeah, they are.
They're not going to get away with it.
Nope. They ain't getting away with
that.
No.
Are going to be the ones who ruled over the sons of Zion.
Yep. Now, I'm going to go back to 14. Who the humble servant 20 said those brothers were soldiers.
Yes, they were.
They were soldiers.
They were soldiers for heaven.
Yeah,
they were army they were numbered in the army of the Lord.
Yeah, they was.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they was.
And they're going to have their crown of life laid up for them. Because it already said that the devil's going to cast some of you into prison. But guess what? And kill some of y'all. But be of good cheer. I'm telling you, our Lord overcame this world. Because he had to go through the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
With these wicked demons.
Yeah.
So we're showing you what's going on with us. See, our people, they just had a heart of unbelief. That's all. But if they come out of that heart of unbelief, he's able to graft them in again.
Oh,
but these wicked heathen devil demons, they're in trouble.
Man,
for everything they did with their courtrooms, with their judges, with their unrighteous decrees that they prescribe with their pens. They're in trouble.
It's over for them.
They're in trouble.
It's over for them.
Everything they did with their pen to come against us. They're in trouble because they sinned against heaven. Now the Lord got to cut you.
Yeah, he did. I'll go to 14 again. So when he was ready to die, he said, thus it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from God.
To look for hope from our God.
To be raised up again by him.
Raised up out of the grave by him.
As for thee, thou should have no resurrection to life.
That's right.
Because that's what they're going to lake of fire.
That's where they going. Y'all out there promising them life, talking about they're going to be resurrected with us. And we're going to join hands. We all going to go to the kingdom together.
Right.
Yeah, right. They're not going to have no resurrection unto life.
Nope. 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him.
And mangled him too.
16. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible.
See that? He's corrupt. See, he didn't say, oh, you're a righteous Gentile, and I want to flatter you.
No. And please, because I see what you did with my brothers, please, king, hell no.
He said, you're corruptible.
He said, then look he, now this is the fifth son, then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible.
That's what you are.
Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of God.
But don't you think that the Lord forsook us? Yeah, right. You better put, before he gave up that breath, he put some words up in his ear.
Right.
Yeah, right.
17, but abide a while, and behold his great power, how he will torment thee.
Oh, yeah.
And thy seed.
Oh, yeah.
18. After him also they brought the sixth.
But he gonna wait. What did he tell him? With the fifth son, he gonna torment you and your seed. Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what he said. That's my ancestor talking right there. He gonna torment you and your seed. And you got people say, don't say that now. Don't say that. You're corrupt, and he's going to torment you, and he's going
And
to
your
torment your
seed.
seed too.
18. After him also they brought the sixth, who, being ready to die, said, be not deceived without cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our God. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us.
Mm-hmm.
19. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against God,
That's right.
that thou shalt escape unpunished.
That's right. And see, that's what's up. And see, that's the sixth son breaking that down. So, yes, there's things that have been allowed throughout the generations. But don't think that you're going to escape from our God. Don't think that you were made so that you can just do whatever you want to us. And that's what the sixth son is educating him about. Because you got some people that'll just educate you and say that the heathens are whooping stick and they can just do that to us. But he said, yeah, marvelous things was done unto us. But guess what? But don't you think that you're going to go unpunished for doing this.
Nah, you ain't.
Oh, yeah, he let him know. He schooled him. Oh, yeah, he let him know what time it was. And it was high time to wait to righteousness, even though he's talking to some unreasonable dog.
Oh, yeah.
But he let him know. He let him know the truth. And that's what we do. That's why people don't like the handmaids and servants of the Lord, because we let them know the truth. And we're not scared to talk to them. We're not careful to give you an answer. We're not going to be choicy with our words. We're going to let you know the truth, because they have perfect love. They cast away all fear. They're in the face of death. They know a crown of life is set up for them. So nah, you're not getting away with this. Yeah, we did things. Yep. But at least we can confess our faults.
So verse 19 says, but think not thou that takest in hand to strive against God, that thou should escape unpunished. Would you heathen lovers think that he's going to be unpunished for their wickedness? Let me read this again. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against God, that thou shalt escape unpunished. Yeah, he warned that bastard. You're not going to escape unpunished.
And he warned them like, nah, you're going to deal with the consuming fire, man. Yeah. This is man judging man. But wait till God, because he ain't going to meet you like a man. Right. When he comes to you, he ain't going to meet you like a man. Nope. Nah, it's going to be collateral damage. You're done. Yeah. Stick a fork in you.
But, verse 20, but the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. Yeah. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, and you wicked niggas always try to come against our sisters, man. Did you remember what this sister had to go through? I don't even think some of you niggas who fake like you just love the Most High and the Son so much, I don't think y'all would have went through this if it had happened with y'all.
You were ran.
You niggas would have got out of there. I don't know. Some of you niggas might have ate the pork. I don't even know. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, because some of y'all niggas be faking like y'all just down for the Most High. Y'all niggas ain't. Yeah. I'm telling you, I can read y'all spirit and talk to y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is phony, man.
Yeah, they would have ate the
phony. But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage.
See that?
Could y'all do that?
Yeah. To actually endure that, see your 7 children get slaughtered for no reason with Draco laws.
And you know why she killed them? Right. You know why she bet with good courage? Because of the hope that she had in the Lord.
That's why.
And you niggas don't even try to acknowledge that we got sisters that's like that. Because you niggas is wicked. But you'll say a damn dirty ass Hispanic or Native Indian or Caucasian or whoever, Chinese broad, she serves the Most High and all that. Man, get out of here. 21, yeah. She exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach.
Because that's something men endure on the battlefield when they go to war. This is things that you see when you're on the battlefield, being a soldier, out there warring, like King David saw that, and all the captains of the hosts. Yep. And men out there of other heathen nations, when they're out there slaughtering each other. Right. But look, her sons are getting slaughtered. And she had a manly stomach. And she had to stomach that just like a soldier would on the battlefield.
And guess what? War. It didn't say she had a manly spirit either.
No, it did.
She was trying to be like a man.
No, it did.
So you niggas need to stop playing games.
Yes.
It says she had a manly stomach. Look what she
Yes.
look what she seen.
And
7 sons got tortured like that. Skin and head peeled off and tongue ripped out and body parts dismembered. Like, what? I'm telling you, y'all niggas ain't never seen nothing like that, and you niggas I think y'all niggas will fold under that pressure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't seen nothing like that either. I don't know how I would take that. I ain't even gonna front. But I know you niggas can't stomach nothing like that. Y'all niggas ain't probably seen nothing Holly.
But it said her womanish thoughts.
Yeah.
She's still a woman, but it talked about her stomach because look what she had to digest.
Right. Got nothing to do no manly spirit on this garbage y'all niggas be talking about.
It's what she had to digest.
She had to see that. Come on, man.
These are things that men see when they're out there on the battlefield.
On the battlefield, yeah.
This is not something that you should have to be having to undergo because somebody's trying to make you eat some pork.
Right.
This is not a means to go to war.
No.
You're picking on the women and the children.
Right.
These heathens are wicked.
Let me read that again. Verse 21. Yeah, she exhorted every one of them in her own language.
Yes, she did. She saluted her 7 sons.
Filled with courageous spirits.
Yes.
And stirred up her womanish thoughts.
That's right.
With a manly stomach.
With a manly stomach. Womanish thoughts, manly stomach.
She said unto them.
What she say?
22. I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life.
See that?
Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. 23. But doubtless the creator of the world,
yes,
who formed the generation of man,
yes, he did,
and found out the beginning of all things,
yes, he did,
will also of his own mercy give you breath,
yes,
and life again.
That's right. Breathe upon these slain. That's what Ezekiel 37 is about. Can these bones live? Can these bones live?
Yeah.
Breathe on these slain. The one who gave us breath, he said, can these bones live? Oh, yes, right. They can by the power of the Most High. That's 7 trump.
23. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man,
yes, he did,
and found the beginning of all things,
that's what he did,
will also of his own mercy give you breath, yes, and life again.
Yes, he is.
As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
For his law's sake. You didn't even give thought to your own law to save yourself. Y'all was, look at what you guys stood in the face of death, faithful unto death. That's what she's speaking over her children in her language.
Yeah. 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised.
Yeah, that's a joke. Thinking himself that he's hated. Thinking himself despised. Look at this jokester.
And suspected it to be a reproachful speech.
Because he couldn't understand what she was saying. She spoke in her own language.
Yeah. Whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he will make him both a rich and a happy man.
Yeah, right.
If he would turn from the laws of his fathers.
To make him a what? A rich and a happy man?
Yeah, if he turned from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
That's a damn joke.
And that's what you call righteous Gentiles. That's what you wicked niggas call, and females call righteous Gentiles.
Friendship with the world, conform to the world, eat pork, have the pride of life, and you'll be rich.
And turn from the laws of his fathers.
All you gotta do is just turn away from what God gave you.
Yeah.
And come be with us.
And he promised you. Didn't that sound like what Satan was saying to Mashiach? I give you all these things.
Did you bow down to me?
Come on, man.
This is Satan himself too. His children.
Yeah. 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
Yeah, right.
26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. 27. But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing, the cruel tyrant to scorn.
What does he call?
The cruel tyrant.
No, I thought he was called a righteous Gentile.
The cruel tyrant.
He's called a cruel tyrant. And didn't the Lord say in the curses, a cruel Lord will be ruling over you? Y'all don't even want to acknowledge him to be cruel.
Nope.
These people are cruel. And you said, no, they're not. They're not cruel. They don't rule with cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, they do.
It's not unusual punishment. It ain't cruel. They're righteous Gentiles.
But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner, O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nursed thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. 28, I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. 29, fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. Verse 30, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
And that was the youngest son saying that.
Yeah, worthy unto death. Who's that? Skeletal fam says shalom, FOPE/CUC fam. Hey, shalom to you.
Hey, shout out to you.
So yeah, what is that? Okay, verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
What's another name? The author
of all mischief.
Of all mischief.
Yeah.
Not the author and finisher of our faith.
Nope.
The author of all mischief. That's another name for them.
And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Against the Hebrews.
Shall not escape the hands of God.
That's right.
32, for we suffer because of our sins.
Yeah.
33, and though the living Lord be angry with us a little while.
Just a little while.
For our chastening and correction.
That's right.
Yes, shall he be at one again with his servants.
But he's gonna be one again back with his servants.
So we got hope.
Even though he's a little displeased with us.
Right.
He's gonna come back and be one with us.
Yes, indeed.
So don't say that we were replaced and that there's a replacement theology to get rid of Jacob.
Nope.
Jacob will never be replaced.
Never.
Because y'all, the heathen is the author of mischief.
Yeah.
And the Messiah is the author and finisher of our faith.
That's indeed.
And he's going to finish
it
in righteousness. Just like it was wrote in Daniel chapter 9. To deal with you transgressors and put an end to sin. And deal with, and all these other desolations are going to be accomplished against you wicked heathens. The author of mischief.
Yeah.
I love it how he said that. You're the author of mischief.
Right. 34. But thou, O godless man.
Oh, godless man. That's what a heathen is. Godless.
Yeah, we read that too about what a heathen is.
Yes, godless.
But thou, O godless man.
Oh, godless man.
And of all other most wicked.
Yes, most wicked.
Be not lifted up without a cause.
See that?
No puffed up with uncertain hopes.
Yep.
Lifting up thy hand against the service of God.
Yeah.
35. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty God.
That's right.
Who seeth all things.
That's right.
Ain't nothing hidden from the Most High.
Just like in Psalm 2, it says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry. And that's the spirit he's coming in. Oh, ye judges and kings of the earth. Lest his wrath be kindled. You haven't seen no wrath.
No, you haven't.
Until you've seen the right hand of the Most High.
Right. 36. For our brethren let me read it again. 36. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain, who suffered a short pain, are dead under God's covenant of everlasting life.
That's right.
But thou, through the judgment of God, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride.
That's right. And they are pride. They're most proudful. It's an oven prepared for them now. You thought y'all was a fire in the torch.
Nah.
Nah, wait till you see that day that's gonna come like an elephant
Oh yeah.
to deal with the proud.
Man, y'all gonna be cooked. 37. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers,
That's right.
beseeching God that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation,
Yes.
and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is God.
Yes, he is. Alone is the Almighty Omnipotent God.
38. And that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease. 39. And the king being in a rage,
That is brought on us how?
and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty,
Mm-hmm.
which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease.
Mm-hmm.
39. Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest. And
See, he rejected truth. But y'all
Mhm.
going around saying we're light to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He rejected that. Even though he
Mhm.
warned them, told them about the Almighty.
Yeah.
That swine didn't care about these pearls. This dog didn't care about what's holy.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, right. So he did him worse than what he did the other six.
Because he schooled him.
Yeah, because he gave him a lesson.
Like a Stephen kind
Yeah.
of. I hate did that.
He schooled him. That's what the word says.
Mhm.
There's a passage in Isaiah 26. Y'all can go look at it in your own time, where it says, "Yet you show favor to the wicked, yet they're going to deal unjustly in the land of the living."
Mhm.
They're not going to understand what righteousness is until the Father's judgments. So he
Yeah.
told them about the Father's judgment, all that.
Yep. I got it. I'm not going to. 1 second. I see
Okay.
what knows. All right. Hold up. Skeletal fancy. I have a 1974 apocryphal with precepts. LOL. The skeletal fancy Lego fire oven, that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So verse, what was that? 30. Yeah, 38. I'll read again. And that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease. 39. Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. 40. So this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord.
Whole
And that's
trust.
what we ain't doing. We put our whole trust. We put our trust in man. We keep always putting the man mouth out of our name. We're supposed to put our trust in the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And reverence His Son. That's what we're supposed to do. We don't supposed to keep always talking about, oh, this group or this uh organization. No, the Most High and the Son. That's how we're supposed to be talking.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with giving some shout out to your brothers and sisters, but at the same time, their name should be coming out your mouth more than the Most High and the Son. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And that's what we read right here.
Yeah, they united straight to the one who could save them from death.
Yeah.
Just like the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
He cried out to the one who could save him from death.
That's right.
And that's who you turn to, the judge and God. He's the one, the judge and the God and Father of us, the Creator. Yeah. And that's what we do. We look to Him who can save you from death and quicken you and make you a quickening spirit.
Oh, yeah. So 40 said, so this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord. Mm-hmm. 41, last of all, after the sons, the mother died. 42, let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feasts and the extreme tortures.
Extreme tortures and idolatrous feasts, and that's what they're called. These heathens have idolatrous feasts and their tortures. They're here to give you tribulation. Yep. They're not here to give you peace. Nope. They're not here to make the captives free. Nah. They're not here to lead captivity captive. They're not here to reconcile us back to the Heavenly Father. Mm-mm. They're not here to bring us one stick. None of that. But for some reason, you want to find the good in them, but you can't find the good in the Most High, where our help comes from, who made heaven and earth. So this is a testimony to show us that our ancestors have a heart to love their Father with all their heart, and they trust in Him. Oh, yeah. And they believe in His resurrection.
Yeah. And guess what? They ain't putting no trust in no heathens. Mm-mm. And our people need to cut that out, man. Mm-hmm. Stop this righteous Gentile talk. Because you have to show me a scripture where it says righteous Gentiles. And after all the stuff we reading, and after all the stuff that's written in the Bible, you telling me
Hmm.
that you can still open your mouth and fix your lips
Hmm.
or have your tongue to speak and say a righteous Gentile.
Mm.
And you can open your mouth and fix your lips to say that they're gonna be a part of what the Most High promised us, and we showing you what they did to us back then, and now they're writing all these laws and decreeing to the other heathens to come against us and all that put us to death because we want to serve the Most High.
Hmm.
They put us to death for serving the Most High,
Hmm.
and you
And
still gonna have to find it in your mind to say righteous Gentiles.
hmm. And even though all the nations' gods are idols, all
All the
their
nations,
feasts are
gods, are idols.
idolatrous,
All of them.
and they're wicked tormentors, and that's all they like to do. They want us to eat the bread of adversity and drink the water of affliction. They want to help forward affliction.
Yep.
That's what they see us as. Houses to take in possession to consume. But they're sadly mistaken.
Yep.
And the Most High is going to show them.
Oh yeah.
Nah, y'all sinned against me. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
sins have reached the heavens.
Yeah.
You're not going to
So
go unpunished. You don't have an escape.
nah, they're not going to punish. They got no escape, and we're gonna end it with this right here. Um, who's that? Pure Truth 360 TV said a beautiful lesson. Sad and mad every time I read it. Thanks y'all much with a heart love. Hey,
Yeah, we
it
we
is. It
feel
is,
you.
man. It
Yes.
is because that's the we just our people went through. We go through a lot, and it's a shame that you know we can't have love for each other and love for our heavenly Father. We always got to find a heart and the love for the people who do wickedness to us, man. That's crazy. But we're gonna end it with this right here. Revelation 2:25 to 27. Verse 25 say, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Mm-hmm.
26, and he that overcometh, because we got to overcome a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, all the stuff we're going through, we got to overcome. But guess what? He that overcometh, what's going to happen? And keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
That's right.
We're not going to be with them. You have power over the nations. So all you heathen lovers, your fantasy is a fantasy. You're gonna have power over the nations. And guess what else? 27. And he should rule them. Let's see, we're gonna rule them, we're gonna be together, we're gonna be chilling. No. And he should rule them with a rod of iron.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Now
see
go
why a rod of iron, because look how they were coming at us.
right.
They gonna need that rod of iron on them.
Yeah. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers,
That's right.
even as I received of my father.
Yep.
So what you talking about? That's how it's gonna go down. What they did to us, guess what? It's gonna come right back on them. You can't save them. All the stuff we read about what happened is not in vain. They died in hope, and they're gonna be resurrected. And guess what? Power to rule over nations and break them like
Yeah.
what?
Shivery
Yeah.
to shivers. And they're gonna requite their enemies. Because that's what they're called. Enemies. Adversaries.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're called. These are our adversaries. And we've seen what they've done.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't forget it.
Then forget it. So that's what's going to be happen with our brothers and sisters that had the faith and the patience. And hold up, schedule fans. I got to go back and check out this lesson from the beginning. Shawsham is streaming now, so I'm going back and forth. It's all good, bro. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's gonna be here, so you come back and see whenever. But with that, hopefully y'all brothers and sisters got something out of this. Appreciate y'all, tuning in and commenting. And number bless to the brothers and sisters scattered throughout the four corners of the earth and our enemies' lands. Number bless to y'all. If you're sinning, stop sinning and repent for you die your sins. If you're not sinning, keep doing what you're doing. And
that's right. And I'm gonna say one thing. In Revelation 13:10, it says, "Those who led in captivity, you're gonna go to captivity."
That's right.
And those who killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the faith and patience
of the saints. That's right.
So that's what we just went over, showing the faith and the patience of the saints. So it's gonna take the fruit of the spirit, which is patience, in order to deal with this and long suffering.
Yeah.
undergoing our oppressors and these tormentors trying to put torment on us
Right.
for no reason, just that we can do what they do, which is wickedness,
Mm-hmm.
and be wicked and corrupt and defiled.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do that. So we saw how they took a righteous stand, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to be rewarded for that.
And that's what you call a true servant and handmaid.
Oh yes.
And to faith, that's why the scripture say faithful to death. That's
Yes.
the example right there.
Oh yeah.
So number love to y'all, man, and
Mm-hmm.
understand, man, we got hope. So, you know, we ain't gonna be oppressed forever. We got
Mm-mm.
hope. So we gotta just keep serving the most high. And guess what? We're gonna be rewarded. We're gonna get our crown.
That's
So
right. Because weeping endured for a night, but joy gonna come in the morning. So he gonna rise, and when he rises, it's time's up for them.
yeah,
He gonna rise up to the prey. That's
that's
why I
right.
said wait until he rises up to the prey, because it's a determination to gather all the nations, and he gonna deal with them
Yeah,
in righteousness. He gonna judge them all,
yes indeed.
and he gonna
So
repent himself of his servants. The Lord
mm-hmm.
gonna judge his people. It's not gonna be no more of them judging us. It's gonna be righteous judgment coming from the Lord,
Yeah,
and then he gonna repent himself for his servants,
yes indeed.
and that's
So
gonna be a blessed day.
yeah,
So
it
right now,
is.
just keep the faith and the patience of the saints, and you're not too far from the kingdom. Keep yourself unspotted from this world. Don't conform to this wicked world. Don't conform to the wicked heathens and their leadership. They're an author of mischief. Their throne is a throne of iniquity.
Yeah, it is.
They declare laws through mischief,
Yeah.
and the Lord don't have fellowship with those with that. It's not darkness and light don't fellowship.
No, they can't
Sons
comprehend
of
it.
Belial and Christ, no fellowship.
No, that.
So
So yeah.
so keep the faith, y'all. Endure to the end, like it's written, and we shall be saved.
Yeah, and do it to the end, man. And with that, say number love to y'all brothers and sisters, man. Until next time,
Love you much.
number love to y'all. Be cool. All right.